So I recently got a PR package from Hair by Enhlekay with this beautiful wig. The wig came with accessories, a comb, and some products that I'll be using on this video. So this is a 16-inch double drawn Swiss lace wig with a side parting, and it comes pre-plugged, but I honestly prefer to also kind of plug the wig myself as well, just so that when I have installed, I have that natural look, and the hair looks like it's coming out of my scalp. So I plugged it again, although it does come pre-plugged as I mentioned, and it's a full frontal. It has a side parting, but obviously you can open any parting of your choice on any part of the wig. So now I am going to go along and use my Glamour Ultra Glued Styling Gel to kind of like push back my hair at the front, so that my hair doesn't get in the way as we are installing our wig. So I'll just use a bit of gel there just to push back some of the hair on my hairline, and it stays in one place. Next up, I'm going to do the bold cap method. I already have a video on how I do this bold cap method using a very see-through nude pantyhose to achieve a no lace look, and I'm going to leave the link to that video in my description box, just for the purposes of not to prolong this video. Please go and watch that video on how I actually do this method. Next, you're going to go in again with your spray just along your hairline. You're going to do this 2 to 3 times application of this got2b spray so that it really sticks. I prefer to just use this instead of the glue because I'm someone that doesn't like to sleep with my install. So next thing I'm doing now is just applying foundation on the lace so that it matches my skin. Then I'm going to just put the wig on my head so that I measure and kind of see where the lace actually sits on my head before I start cutting it. This is important because I just need to know exactly how the wig is going to sit at the front, because sometimes you may cut the lace too close to the scalp, too close to the hairline, like where it actually starts. I don't know if this makes sense, but once you start doing this, you understand what I mean, guys, because you don't want to cut your lace too close again to where the hair actually starts. You also don't want to cut too much of the lace. So this is just a way for me to actually see where I am supposed to cut, and then I'll definitely take it off again and start cutting. As I am cutting this wig, you can actually see that I'm doing a zigzag pattern on the lace, because normally if you just use a straight line, the wig tends to fray somehow. I don't know, but like using a zigzag method in cutting your wig kind of helps the hair not to just come out of the edges, and yeah, it's just an effective way instead of just cutting a straight line. Also, you may see that at the beginning of the lace, I left a big chunk of lace there before I cut it, because that is where my ear is going to sit. So I'm not going to cut that piece until the wig actually is glued onto my head, and then I'll see where my ears actually have enough space on the wig, and then I'll cut that away. Next, I'm obviously going to put the wig back on my head, and then I'm going to go in again with my got2b spray, 3 layers of the spray, so that the wig sticks nice and neatly. Then decided to go in again with the other normal Glamour spray with the yellow and the pink bottle, because for some reason I feel like that one is more effective than the purple one. For some reason, honestly, I don't know, it's my preference. I don't know, maybe I was just too quick to kind of put it together and let it dry. So now next thing, I'm just going to use cold air with my dryer to make the wig stick a little bit. Of course, you can see that a little bit of the bald cap is lifting off. I think that's probably because I cleaned too much with the alcohol, with the sanitizer rather. So I'm trying my best here to kind of make everything tacky there and everything sticks. Next, you're gonna pull your wig starting with the middle part, stick it down onto your forehead and stick the rest of the sides as well. There's obviously gonna be some sides that didn't receive enough glue, so you go back in there with your dryer and you try and lay that wig nicely on your forehead. If you can also go back again with the spray and press it down and just use your dryer. Remember to use cold air when you're doing this. You're going to be doing this repeatedly and using your small comb to push back the hair and any other hair that may get in the way of the glue. Using your cold setting again on your dryer, try to press the wig on your forehead nicely and neatly and keep pushing back the hair. Once that's done, then you can now cut away the pieces that were remaining at the beginning when we started cutting for your ear, and then put the wig just behind your ear and make sure everything is comfortable, because sometimes this part of installing can tend to make you feel uncomfortable, especially there by the ear. So make sure you cut it nicely and don't cut your hair, but just try and cut and put back the wig behind your ear. Now that we have actually laid our wig, I'm gonna go in to try and melt my lace with hair spritz. Guys, if you're gonna use this method, please don't put a lot of spritz on the lace, because sometimes especially if you're using it with the Swiss lace, it tends to turn white. So you need to be very careful as you're applying this and make sure you clean away any residue that is remaining. So you go in and press the wig down, put the spritz a little bit and make sure it's on the lace. Okay, make sure it is not on the hair, but it's definitely on the lace, because it will dry up the hair. So I'm using a comb there to kind of direct the spritz on my lace, but obviously I'm going to clean away any residue, and you have to clean away immediately. Okay, and as I'm spraying, you can see that it's almost disappearing into the scalp. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it will disappear eventually before you put the melting band. And then as soon as I'm done with that method, I'll put the melting band and get my hot iron ready for me to style this wig. Then I will put some wax stick on my parting and then use the hot comb to comb that away. Guys, the styling is definitely up to you. Okay, this is how I prefer to style my wig, but obviously if you know you're gonna open a hair parting, make sure that parting is iron flat. I honestly do not like hair parting that is looking very crazy and it's not flat pressed. So if you're gonna put your wax stick, make sure the hot comb is also hot enough, and you will press that parting and it lies flat on your wig and everything just looks seamless. So for some reason I changed my mind and decided to do a front parting instead, a middle parting. So again, you do the same process, put the wax stick and flat iron the parting. And then for your baby hair, you're gonna section a little bit of hair from the front and cut that away. Cut it short enough for it to be enough for baby hair, okay, if that makes sense. And you're just gonna like lay that baby hair nicely. So you're just gonna keep doing that even on the other side. And also guys, don't worry so much about the lace that is still visible. We're still gonna do something to hide that lace and make everything look flawless, okay, and make everything look very neat, because obviously the lace is still showing a little bit there. So another thing that I wanted to mention, guys, is that when you are installing your wig, make sure you have enough time, okay, because This can take forever, honestly. As you can see, I keep going back with my hot iron. I keep having to go back again with my melting band because I want everything to be neat. Okay, so make sure you have enough time. You don't need to be doing this when you are in a hurry. Put time aside to install your wig nicely, and everything will just be flawless at the end of this process. Okay, so you can go in with your melting band as many times as you can, just as long as you are happy with the results. So what I'm doing there now is going in with my foundation just to define that parting a lot. I've seen a lot of people dragging this foundation to your forehead. Guys, it needs to stop where the lace starts. Okay, so I'm just going in there just to define my parting, and we'll be done. As soon as I remove this melting band, we will be done with our installation. Okay, so guys, we are done, and just look at that. That is our install. I decided again to remove the parting, the middle parting, and go back to the side parting. I don't know, for some reason I was just a little bit confused as to which parting I wanted to do, but nonetheless we installed the wig and did our makeup, and yeah, this was the end results. Guys, look at that melted no lace look. Okay, so after that you will go in with your foundation there as well with your powder, make everything look neat. All right, so there you have it. That is how I install my wig, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching up to the end of this video, and please do share, like, and comment. See you next time on another video.